Imagine ordering a taco. You expect cheese, sauce, and a few pieces of lettuce that immediately fall into your lap. What you do not expect is to become part of a major health investigation. But more than 1,600 people across 5 states became ill, and investigators discovered an important connection. Many had eaten shredded iceberg lettuce served at Taco Bell. So, how did a simple vegetable create such a huge problem? And was this actually Taco Bell's fault? According to the FDA, the outbreak affected 5 states. 1,644 illnesses were reported among people who said they had eaten at Taco Bell. 94 were hospitalized, but thankfully, no deaths were reported. The illness is caused by a microscopic parasite called Cyclospora. I have already made a complete video explaining it, so click the link on your screen for that story. For now, just know that it can cause stomach problems lasting much longer than ordinary food poisoning. But how did investigators connect it to Taco Bell? They didn't walk into a restaurant, stare at the vegetables, and say, "That leaf looks guilty." They interviewed people who became sick. They asked where people ate, what they ordered, and which ingredients the meals shared. One person ordered a taco and another ate a burrito. But many meals shared one ingredient: shredded iceberg lettuce. Among 190 patients whose meals were studied more closely, about 90% reported eating iceberg lettuce. That made the lettuce a very important suspect. Here is where the story becomes complicated. Taco Bell does not grow lettuce behind the drive-thru window. Its ingredients travel through farms, processing facilities, warehouses, trucks, and suppliers. The FDA traced the lettuce through that network and found that the Taco Bell locations connected to the outbreak received it from one supplier, Taylor Farms de Mexico. The lettuce came from central Mexico, so the possible problem may have started far from the restaurants. Health officials found no evidence that poor handling at an individual Taco Bell caused the outbreak. The ingredient may have arrived with the problem attached. Unfortunately for Taco Bell, customers rarely think about the entire supply chain. Nobody finishes a meal and says, "I am extremely disappointed in the International Agricultural Distribution Network." They say, "Taco Bell made me sick." Suddenly, Taco Bell appeared in headlines beside parasite, outbreak, and hospitalization. Not ideal advertising words. If you enjoy surprising true stories explained simply, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps us bring you more stories like this. Taco Bell said it removed the affected Taylor Farms lettuce from all its restaurants by July 17th. Taylor Farms de Mexico then voluntarily removed its iceberg lettuce sourced from central Mexico from the United States market. The products had reached 27 states, so this quickly became bigger than one restaurant chain. Then came a strange twist. A lettuce sample was initially reported as testing positive for Cyclospora. Mystery solved, right? The detective points at the lettuce, dramatic music
Keep
plays,
moving,
the lettuce
Leafy.
is taken away in tiny handcuffs.
Your grilling days
Except
are over.
FDA scientists examined the result again and concluded that it was a false positive. The test initially appeared positive, but experts later decided it was not reliable evidence that the sample contained the parasite. As of the FDA's July 19th update, no product sample had produced a confirmed positive result. Does that mean the lettuce was innocent? Not necessarily. Investigators do not rely on one test. They also compare interviews, meal histories, delivery records, and supply routes. Those clues continue to point toward the lettuce, and Taco Bell could not wait for a perfect answer. Imagine the company saying, "We're not completely sure, so we'll keep serving the suspicious lettuce." That would be a very short meeting. Removing it was safer. But replacing lettuce is easier than repairing confidence. Restaurants changed supplies, employees answered questions, and Taco Bell had to rebuild customer confidence. For those who became ill, this meant missed work, medical bills, hospital visits, and weeks of uncertainty. This shows how much must go right before one taco reaches you. If anything fails, the restaurant may receive the blame, even when the problem began thousands of miles away. The investigation is still developing. Taco Bell says the affected lettuce was removed, the supplier withdrew lettuce sourced from central Mexico, and health officials are continuing to investigate. To learn exactly what Cyclospora does inside the body, watch my previous video on screen, because apparently even lettuce can have a secret backstory.